Happy Monday to my wonderful SLS course. I hope you guys are doing well. We are on week 4. Before I give you a rundown of exactly what I'm expecting from this week, I do want to go back and remind you, if you did not finish your computer competency exams last week, I did not put those due dates in. I just kept pushing you to try to finish last week because you were going to get more work this week. But I will be putting those in, so you will need to be finishing these computer competencies if you did not this week. Those due dates will go in. And then for week 4, for those of you that did finish and even those that did not, and you're ready to move on to your week 4 work, this is all about time and money management. And then we have 2 of our CF engagement activities that we have to do towards the end. So the first thing that you're going to do, there is a video to watch. It's by a gentleman named Anthony O'Neill. If you've ever heard of Dave Ramsey, Anthony O'Neill has been a part of his group. He's done many shows with him. He's toured and gone around to many college campuses. We have had him visit at least twice to the College of Central Florida, but he has a really great story. He ended up leaving home, going to college, and getting into debt within his first semester of college. And he figured out a thing about credit cards for students, and it just really took him under. He ended up being homeless. His dad made him work to get himself out, and then the rest is kind of history. Now he's a millionaire and goes around and tries to help college students not fall in those same potholes, so to speak. So there is a video that he has. It's a very short video here for you to watch. That's that first thing that you see there. And then there's what we call a personal time management calculator. So this calculator doesn't have to be submitted. It's a worksheet that will kind of help you calculate your time and what you're spending your time on. And then what you're going to do is using this video and then looking at and trying to apply your life to this management calculator, time management calculator. You are going to complete the time management thoughts. You're going to complete that discussion for this week for attendance, okay? Also for a grade. And then there's a great budgeting game. So I'll go ahead and click on that. So once you watch the video and look at the calculator, you'll move to the discussion. And again, to complete the discussion, you'll have to have looked at the previous time management calculator. So you'll see that here. And again, you don't have to submit this, but it's going to give you a breakdown of where you're spending your time so that you can comment on the discussion board about that. Once you finish your discussion post, the next is you're going to go to this placement.org website. You're going to go there, and it gives you good directions, and you're going to complete, it's a game basically. It gives you a set amount of money, and you try to get to the end of the month without running out of money. It doesn't take a lot of time. I've had a lot of students that really enjoy this, and they try the game several times to see if they can get a better outcome. You're only required to do it once, but then you have to write a brief reflection indicating whether or not you made it to the end of the month with any money, what were some of the hardest choices that you had to make during that game, and why were those hard choices. You need to make sure you're writing in full sentences. I don't want to see any I's by themselves, not capitalized. I want to see complete sentences with subject and verbs. I want to see capitalization at the beginning of that sentence. I want to see end marks at the end of sentences. Please do not type text me. I want a good Word document, good sentences, and then you'll upload that Word document and submit that here, your reflection. And then the next 2 are what we call required assignments for SLS. These are 2 that we have to get done. The first is an event. Because of COVID and since COVID hit, and I know we're kind of getting back on campus some, but these are created in a way that even if you can't get on campus or go somewhere, you could do a lot of this online. And so it goes through and gives you some examples of things that you can do. You can watch an old sporting event that is on the archives there at CF. You can do a virtual tour for going to the Appleton Museum. If you're participating in a student life event, you can get on and see through the CF webpage and see what Student Life's doing this week. Sometimes they have Zoom games and whatever. You can join that for, and you don't even have to stay the entire time. You can go and be a part of the game for 20 minutes and get the picture that you're needing. But it does have to be documented, you'll notice here, with a photo or screenshot. So you create a Word document, you upload and embed the photo that you is proof that you completed this, and then you answer these following questions. When did you attend? Where was it held? Did you like it? Why or why not? And would you go again? And remember, you have to have the photo. I'll have people a lot of times that will submit and they don't give a photo, and that's a big, huge part of it. And then there's a breakdown of the rubric. So again, here's a lot of different options that you can do for that. Then the next thing, I'm going to go all the way through that rubric, is what we call a meeting with CF personnel. This can be meeting with me if you can't find anybody else to meet with and you just want to do a touch-in with me. It can be a phone conversation. It can be a text to me. It can be a Zoom meeting with me. It can be a Zoom call that you already have for another class that you can take a picture of. If you're meeting with your advisor this week, you can take that. If you're meeting with someone in financial aid, you can take a picture of that. If you're having a meeting with another professor, any of these will do. And again, if you can't meet with anybody else, the least you can do is contact me via text, and you can take a screenshot of the text that you've communicated with me. That's probably one of the easiest ways to get this particular assignment done. So it doesn't have to take an abundance of time, but it just is proof that you know how to reach out and get help when you need to get help. And again, you have to have a Word document. You're going to upload that proof, that picture for proof, and then explain what that picture is of. All right, so I believe that is it. Again, if you are still working on your computer competency exams, you need to make sure you're getting those done. But as far as week 4, you're going to watch this short video from Anthony O'Neill. You're going to complete that time management calculator, but you do not have to submit it. That's going to give you the information you need and drive this discussion, time management thoughts. You're going to play the game and write a quick reflection about that, and then the 2 events that I just talked to you about. If you have any questions, as always, reach out. And if you end up having a question, have to reach out to me, you can screenshot that and use that as one of these assignments. You guys don't hesitate to let me know via email, text, or call if you need any questions answered.